Most skirts you've seen, circle, mermaid, tiered, actually come from just 3 basic constructions. Surprising, right? Today I'll share with you 10 skirt patterns that you can use and adapt for your own designs. Circle skirts are made from circular panels, quarter, half, full, or even more. The bigger the panel, the fuller and more flowing the skirt. Let's check out a few examples so you can see the difference. A 2-panel circle skirt is the simplest and most versatile skirt, made from just 2 half-circle panels. To create it, we usually start with a quarter circle pattern, which you place on the fold of your fabric when cutting. Here's how to make that quarter circle for a 2-panel skirt. First, calculate A, which is your hip measurement divided by 6.28, which is 2 times pi. Then calculate B, which is A plus your desired skirt length from where you want your waistband to sit down to the floor, and add your preferred seam allowances. That's it! Using these 2 measurements, mark them from the corner of your pattern paper and you have your custom pattern ready. But what if you want more volume? This is my 3-panel circle skirt. It has 3 half-circle panels and 2 layers of them, creating a lot more volume. For this skirt too, the pattern is a quarter circle. A is now your hip measurement divided by 9.42, which is 3 times pi. And B is A plus your desired skirt length. And add your preferred seam allowances and the pattern is complete. Now here's an interesting circle skirt design. This circle skirt has side openings that create a beautiful drape, giving it a unique look. It's made from 4 panels. The front and the back are half-circle panels, while the side panels are quarter circles. The front and back panels are straightforward, based on your waistband and desired skirt length, just like the previous circle skirts. The side panels are what make this skirt special. They're quarter circle shapes, but the inner edge accounts for the openings and the drape requires extra fabric, so these panels are larger than a standard quarter circle. The calculations for this pattern are a bit more detailed, so if you want to make it yourself, check out the link below. Now let's look at another unique skirt design. This one may not look anything like a circle skirt at first glance, but its foundation is actually a circle skirt. At its core, it starts with a quarter circle pattern. Then, by slicing the pattern diagonally like this, you create openings where you can insert layers of ruffles. From there, it's simply a matter of sewing the circle tiers and ruffles together. And you end up with this gorgeous cascading ruffle skirt. If you love this style, you can follow along step by step with the tutorial linked below. The next popular style is the mermaid skirt. In simple terms, I like to think of it as a tube with a flare. The tube section is usually made from rectangular panels, but each panel is gently tapered at the top so it fits your curves nicely. The flare can either be built right into those panels or added separately. Let me show you some examples, and again, you can find links to the full tutorials down below. Now these are the easiest mermaid skirts to make because the flare is already built into the rectangular panels. All you need is 1 pattern piece, then cut and sew the panels together. The more panels you use, the easier it is to add volume to the flare and shape the skirt to your curves. This 3-panel mermaid skirt, for example, hugs the body beautifully. If you're making a mermaid skirt for the first time, I highly recommend starting with this pattern. At first glance, this pattern looks just like the 3-panel mermaid skirt, but the hip area has been elongated. What does that do? It creates gentle gathers at the top of the skirt, resulting in a lovely ruched effect. Depending on how much gathering you want, you can make the hip area 1.5 to 2 times longer on your pattern. An easy way to add texture and interest to your mermaid skirt. Now this is an interesting variation of the mermaid skirt. The top section is a fitted tube, custom made to your measurements, and a mini circle skirt is attached at the bottom to create the flare. Because the flared part is a separate pattern, it's easy to extend the circular panel and even create a train that trails behind you. And you don't always have to make the flared part from the same fabric as the fitted tube. Using a lightweight material like chiffon can create a beautifully flowing mermaid skirt. These skirts are essentially a fitted tube plus a circle skirt. similar to the trumpet skirt we saw earlier, but the bottom of the tube is cut on the diagonal for extra visual interest. This yellow one, for example, has 2 layers of circle skirts in different lengths, giving it soft, bouncy layers that move beautifully. And finally, here's another beautiful way to mix textures. This skirt is made from rectangular panels with half-circle inserts called godets, using a sheer fabric like chiffon as a soft flowing flare to the mermaid shape. Here's a little secret. Start the flare just above the knee. This small adjustment is key to creating a mermaid skirt that flatters most body types and enhances an hourglass silhouette. Now that we've explored mermaid skirts and all their variations, let's move on to another favorite, tiered skirts. Tiered skirts are all about volume and movement. They're made by stacking multiple horizontal panels or tiers, which can be gathered or pleated to create fullness. With tiered skirts, you can play with length, fabric, and the number of layers to create everything from soft flowing skirts to dramatic statement pieces. This design is one of the most popular on my channel. There's really no fixed pattern. You simply cut multiple rectangular panels and sew them together to form tiers that are 3.1 yards, 6.25 yards, 12.5 yards, and 25 yards long. Gather each tier and stitch them together, and you have a beautifully layered skirt. Just look at that volume and movement. If you want a luxurious flowing tiered skirt, this is definitely one to try. And if you want to explore more advanced skirt designs, check out Sparkly Belly's All Access membership. You'll get instant access to all my courses, 19 and counting, featuring over 32 stunning designs, including mermaid skirts, advanced circle skirts, cascading ruffle skirts, and more. Whether you want to create a costume from scratch or add your own signature sparkle, everything you need to bring your vision to life is inside. Curious? You can learn more at the link below. So which one's your favorite? I'd love to hear. Let me know in the comments. Remember, by adjusting lengths, choosing high-rise or low-rise waist, or experimenting with fabrics, prints, and textures, you'll have an infinite variety of designs. And if you enjoyed this video, you'll also like this one on elevating simple skirts with ruffles. Thanks for watching and keep sparkling!